Okay, everyone, welcome back to our second half of the Women of Global Change Entrepreneurship Summit. Okay, let's give ourselves a round of applause. Once again, we would love to thank our wonderful sponsors that helped us put on this event, our UNR Extension. Let's give them an amazing round of applause, Brenda Bryant. Let's also give a round of applause to Nevada Partners for being able to provide us the event space. And the UNLV Tourism Business Igniter program helping us with the Business Incubator. And then also last but not least, we would love to thank our amazing sponsor with Banker Life, Miss Yulia Williams. And she will be doing our second half of our summit. She has a lot of great insightful information and very interactive. So we would love to hand over the mic to Miss Yulia Williams.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Julia Williams. I am a retirement specialist for Bankers Life here in Las Vegas. I have been in Las Vegas for 4 years now. I want to thank you for taking time today and coming here on this hot day, on a Friday, where you could be maybe on a pool somewhere having fun, drinking a margarita. And a little bit about my background so you can have an idea where I come from. I'm not going to bore you with a monologue about everything about my life. But just so you can guys have an idea, I come from Romania. It is a small country in Europe. Grew up with modest means. My father was an engineer. My mother was a homemaker. And we didn't have much. I was during communism. It taught me a lot about resilience and taught me a lot about what I want to be when I grow up. And that person I wanted to be is be there for others the way I wanted some people to be there for me. So I made a goal for myself to help others and inspire others and be at service in any way possible, especially for women, right? In the way that I wanted for myself. And I could only wish that you can transmit that and maybe pass that on to other people, because in my opinion that is the only way the world is going to change. And with that being said, I was forced to take life into my own hands when I was 16. Started working when I was 14, actually. Had my own business when I was 21. Failed. Started another one, failed. Moved to another country, lived in 5 countries in Europe. I had 2 businesses with my first husband. I have learned a lot. I have failed in 5 businesses. I wouldn't call fail. A lot of people think of failure as something negative. I take pride in it. So if you feel like you're failing, I just want you to know you're not. Everything that is happening will lead you to a moment in your life where you will succeed based on that experience. So it's very, very important to not feel discouraged and understand that there is a bigger picture involved in your life, and everything that you're struggling with now is going to serve you later in life. And you are meant to serve others accordingly. I also work for financial education. I do credit repair. For anybody who is interested in learning more about that, can contact me in private. I had to learn about credit repair being an immigrant in this country. Didn't know anything about American system. Had to take it from zero, right? At 31, wasn't fun, and I had to learn baby steps about how you need to do things right in order to achieve what other people have, and some things wrong.
Nope.
No.
Just want to make sure you. There you go. Now you can talk just freely.
Oh, thank you. I was like, my hand was perfect. 'Cause I like to talk with my hands like Italians. I also have my own company. It's called Red Velvet Events. I have started with my business partner Morgan 2 years ago, and I recently met Janae Simmons, who is my lovely partner in finance, who we opened a nonprofit recently. It's called Your Perfect Footwear, and we are delivering brand new pair of shoes to underprivileged children. Through this way, I met wonderful Tiffany, and I want to thank her for having me here today. So that's all about myself. And I am here to be at service to you, just like the wonderful speaker was telling you. And I would like to ask you some personal questions, if that's okay, and get to know you a little bit better. I would love for that. Um, does anybody want to start first, or you want me to pick somebody? Like, I can pick. Yeah. Can I ask?
What's the question?
If I wanna start asking a few questions about yourself to learn about what you do, your business, and your struggles. So I'm going to start with you. Is that okay? Can you tell me about yourself, your name, what do you do?
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Darjay Lucky. I have a business called With Flip and Slay. I am a cosmetologist. I do have online products such as raw Indonesian hair. I have a hair growth oil that I made from scratch and it's good for hair, skin, and nails. A lot of my clients like to use it for hair growth. It helps people achieve their hair goal. It helps people with alopecia, and it's a good moisturizer. What question
How
do you have else for
interesting.
me?
That is wonderful. Congratulations. Um, may I ask who is your supplier? Where do you get your products that you made out of your own hands?
Okay, so for the hair growth oil, um, I use Amazon
Okay.
so I can get my products. Now, for the raw Indonesian hair, I have vendors that I use in China. They have their own factories.
Hmm.
One, I have two vendors. So one has two factories where they, um, sorry, I'm
It's
nervous,
okay.
where they package, they process the hair. They have a Pacific donor that they use
Hmm.
consistently. Um, my goal is to go out there and meet them personally.
Oh,
So,
wow. That's a wonderful goal.
yeah. Well, I have three vendors, and then I have another vendor that I get my hair bondage, the shower caps, and the lace bands from.
Great job.
Thank
Do you use these cosmetic products in your cosmetology business at your own parole, where
you.
your
Say it again.
salon?
What was your question?
Do you use these cosmetic products at your salon, where you
Yes, I
for your
use all
clients?
my products on my clients.
Is there a certain brand? Have you branded it? Do you want to make your own brand out of it?
I'm working on trying to brand it. I do want to brand it, and I want to eventually have it in stores because the hair growth oil it really really works. In 3 weeks, you see a significant change and you see the growth. Um, Eventually, I do want for my other products, I want to market those and put those in the store as well. But my first start, because we have to start somewhere, I want to
Mm-hmm.
start with the oil.
Perfect. Do you know your competition?
Yes,
Okay. Who is it?
everybody else that's in the hair industry.
Um,
Well,
is the
that's how I look at it for my
Mhm.
competition. Other people in the hair industry, and then focus on why I'm doing it and what's different about my products.
Okay. Do you have people that are already buying your products?
Yes.
Okay. How are you selling them? What's the way you are?
So online, word of mouth. I do have clients where it's two clients that I have that I just supply them the products and they promote it for me.
Hmm.
Um, what was your
What
question?
What's your marketing strategy?
Um, my marketing strategy is like social media and word of mouth,
Word of mouth.
and um, I'm not advertising, so that's
Advertisement.
my
Okay.
key strategy
Okay.
so far. I'm learning more, better ways.
That's
Okay.
good. What are your struggles currently? Where do you feel like you're stuck? Or you mentioned your goals, and I think they're great. And I do believe they're achievable.
Mhm.
But tell me a little bit about where you are right now. What's your struggle right now?
So the struggle is meeting the right people to get me to where I'm going. So this is my first step by coming in Nevada Partners,
Hmm.
so I can be able to learn and meet other people that can possibly help me.
If, let's say, tomorrow you meet somebody at a network event and comes and say, "Oh, I like your product. I want to test it." Okay, how much money do you need in order for me to invest in your brand?
Okay, well, I need to make sure I have all that correct. I need to make sure I have that in order so I can be able to answer
Okay.
those questions.
So what do you need to do when you get home today?
But I'll go over my business proposal and make sure I have that in order just in case if I do have someone that's ready to collaborate with me, I can have that proposal ready for them.
You need to write it down, step by step. You need to write down how much money you need, where the money go, and who do you want to meet.
Okay.
And you have to write it all down. Are you going to any networking events other than this one? Is this your first?
I've been to a few. I just got my life back 2 months ago, so
Your life, excuse me, can you repeat that?
well, when I say I got my life back, since the pandemic, I've been in the house, so this is my first time like being more out in the setting.
You mean in
and
the
I can be
house?
able
Have you been
to,
working from home with your business?
well, working from home, and then I was stay at home mom. I have to be on bed rest, so I just was at home taking care of my kids and stuff like that. And
So you just
then-
started a business in cosmetology. Is that what you're saying?
What was your question?
Did you just start a business in cosmetology? You mentioned. Are you new at this? Like
Well,
you
I
just
was
started 2
working
months
on
ago?
it for a few years, but I shined away because I was on bed rest. So
Uh-huh.
I just shined away because I'm like, it's nothing really. Well, in my eye at the time, I was like, I can't focus on it how I want to. So
Mhm.
that's why I would start doing my research. I found my vendors, I found products, I found other ways so I could be able to still utilize.
Are you
what
an
I was
LLC?
doing.
Are you a
Yes,
legal
I'm
entity?
an LLC.
Okay.
I legalized it
Perfect.
this year. April 9th.
Congratulations.
Oh, that's
Thank
my
you.
birthday.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
So that's what I said when I got my life back 2 months ago. I came here and I've been utilizing all the resources and the knowledge that I've learned and been applying it. So I'm kind of proud of myself for the
Yeah.
3 months
Good.
Yes.
period.
Good.
I've been consistent running after it like Money Mouse. So
I like that.
we getting there.
So you definitely have the courage. I like that. You definitely know how to present your product and what you do and how you can be at service. You do need a little bit more work when it comes to how that oils and how the cosmetics or the products that you're trying to put out there are going to improve. Because I'm a tough sale. So you need to tell me, for example, I'm a woman, right? I go to cosmetics. I need these products. I might be interested in what you're selling. But you need to make me a little bit more aware of, oh, you need to tell me something about my hair when you tell me like, oh, your hair looks like you have a beautiful hair. But it seems like it's a little bit it might use a little bit more volume. These oils can actually improve the volume in your hair, and I can give you something to test and then come back to me in 1 month and tell me how it was.
Well, I have a quick question for
Yes.
you too. Is you also need to know who and what your target market is, because she might be a tough sell, but I may not be a tough sell. Or who is your target market, and what is So let me ask you that right quick, and then we're going to do our game unless somebody else wants to share their personal story as well. You do? Okay. All right. I want to ask you, who and what is your target market, if you know what that answer is. And you may not, and we can lead you to it, but it's something that you should think about because that's your market. So
Oh, no, 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 her. Yeah, the young lady. Oh, okay. I just want to ask you right quick.
Well, I don't want to answer.
You don't know?
I'm done answering.
Okay. Can anybody help us finalize that question of if we had a hair care product, let's say we have a business, what would be our target market? Go ahead. Huh? Okay. It could be. I'm just asking you if this was our business that we were starting today, because we're going to do a game and I want you guys to strategize and think about these types of things. Who would be our we have hair care products, we have oils, and we have hair extensions, you said? So we have hair care products, hair oils, and hair extensions. Who is our target market?
Target market would be, she would start with African American women.
African American women, yes.
From the time a little girl starts worrying about her hair and wanting her hair done.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be 8, 10, 12, up until 60, 70.
Yeah.
If they're still going to the salon, they still want their hair looking good, you got a wide range. From the time the mom puts the little braids in them.
Yeah.
So you've got a wide market.
Well, she said most of her strategies are online. So I was wondering, I was thinking maybe beauty supplies stores, beauty salons, and what else? Go ahead.
And also those that actually have, she says she has the oils, and the oils is for hair growth. Everybody that's having problems, not only women but men. So
Yep.
everybody with alopecia. Everybody
Yep,
that has
exactly.
alopecia,
Cancer
everybody that
patients.
have cancer,
Yeah.
and so on. So those are the target markets
Yep.
that she will be going.
That you would be going after. So
You can
the
always throw up a YouTube video.
yeah. So your target
That's free advertisement right there.
your target market helps you to expand and grow. The larger your target market, or the more defined your target market or streamlined your target market, the less reach you have. But now we just helped you come up but I think you mentioned it, alopecia, we have cancer patients, we have burn victims, of such nature, that your business can actually, if that is your target business for hair, hair and hair care or beauty, because I think it's more of beauty when you're talking about extensions more than, but it's also hair care, correct? With the oils and stuff like that. So we have beauty and hair care. This is where you would be thinking along the lines of your target market. And when you're looking at your target market, when it comes to advertising on social media, that can broaden out your search when it comes to targeting and doing your sponsored ads and stuff of that nature. But you also want to be able to have those you can go to networking events for alopecia. You can go to networking events for cancer survivors and things of that nature. So that just helps you to think a little bit outside of the target market of the African American or just of the woman. Trade shows, yes.
Like 25,000 people over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Look up trade shows, not just here in Vegas, but all across the United States as well, and international as well. Anybody else want to share their story before we go to our game? Go ahead.
Hi guys, my name is Lily Sandington. I moved to USA. My husband. Oh my God. Gracias. Thank you so much. I am a natural health consultant, certified. How did I started that? Years ago, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia and lupus, and I was in my quest for something natural. I didn't believe in natural health because throughout my whole life, ever since I was a kid, I loved all like natural and healthy and exercising. But even though I was into all of that, I was diagnosed with this autoimmune disease. So I didn't believe in vitamins anymore. But then I found this line that helped me. I conquered lupus and fibromyalgia, among others, which is depression and hair loss, because I had psoriasis in my scalp as well. So I was dropping hair. And I found this line, it's called OmniLife, and I bought the products not believing that it was going to help. But I gave it a chance because it was either that or die. Why? My lungs were collapsing. My lungs were hurting. I was having a hard time breathing. So I decided to take this line and see if it helped. Well, it happened that it did. It helped me. My doctor was surprised of the results. Once you had lupus, it's for life. That's what he told me. but he was surprised of my results. That was it for me. But then I didn't want to keep that because it was a secret. A secret. My whole family is in Mexico, and I didn't want anybody to be worried about me, so I was keeping that as a secret. But then I decided to share with people because I got better, and I wanted to share with other people because it was selfish if I didn't talk. Then I started promoting the line, and I found a lot of people, and I've been able to help them. I've been able people with chronic migraine, people with problems in their kidneys. Actually, my sister was gonna get surgery because she had big stones in her kidney, and she conquered that with these products. The beauty line, we also have beauty line. The beauty line is natural, it's minerals, and it's the sponsor, is the official line for Miss Universe. With that, I tell you everything. If they use, in Miss Universe is promoting this line, is using this line, is because they are quality products, but the price is very, very affordable. That's what I do as far as promoting this line. Before that, I am still, I am a spiritual counselor, and I am master's in NLP. So what I do from home, I have some uh, line of clients that they come to my home, and I do therapy. I help them, figure out their worries, their past traumas, and I do the Gestalt therapy. So I help them, to get back on track. So my aim with these products, it's to tell people that there is a choice, there is an option. The biggest, the number one thing that makes somebody be sick is the gut. If you don't clean your gut, you're gonna be you're gonna have infections. You're gonna be you need to detoxify your system. Also, worry. If you are worried, if you are stressed out, what's gonna happen? Once you're stressed out, you start like making bad choices. You start being reactive. You know, so we work a lot in your stress levels. Once we got that in balance, then it's easy for you to go in your life. So this line, it's amazing. I love it, and I also promote somebody who will want to do, make money. Then I guide them on how to. I guide them on getting involved, and then I guide them on how they can start making money because we get paid every 2 weeks. So that's what I do, and I love my line. So how do I promote it? Online, word of mouth, promotionals, advertisements, everything mostly online and word of mouth. That's what I do. So, any other question?
Well, now that we have
Yeah.
like a class, we'll definitely be networking. You guys might be able to do some business together and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And a
So,
service
Amelie, yeah, it's time for our game time. We're almost at time. So we're going to do this quick little exercise that I want you guys to do, and then we're going to have our closing remarks, and you guys can mingle if you want. And this is our final part. Yeah, sure. Yeah, because it's recording.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amelie. I'm a board member of Women of Global Change. So you can see on your tables, you have fake money and pieces of paper, right? So the game for today is you have two scenarios. You have a household budgeting scenario, and you have a savings budgeting scenario. So
We can't hear you back here.
oh, okay. So at your tables, you have two pieces of paper, okay? So on the one that says the households and the savings, you'll be partnering with the people at your table to figure out a solution for both. And then once you've figured out the solution, then you apply it into a business scenario. And you have $3,000 as your budget. Any questions? Okay.
So as you see, let's do, so everybody has a scenario, right? So one of them is, the one with the bold one, is that the business or is that the personal?
That's the personal.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
one that has the bold letters, this is the personal one, okay? So the instruction says the objective is participants learn how to balance household expenses, save for goals, and make financial decisions. These are real dollar amounts. These are real dollar amounts based off of the where we are today. So this is really $1,900 a month for rent is about average in this area that I did based off of research. Utility cost is about $700, and that's going to include Nevada Energy, gas, Southwest Gas. Some places, some renters, and some, if you're a renter, sometimes you have to pay for water, sometimes you don't. But we allocated about $700 for utilities. Is that about right in everybody's household? Between $500 to $700 summer months? Yeah. Okay. Is $1,900 about right for about rent for right now? I mean, this is not 2012, like really. Okay. Transportation costs, I said about $200. That's given about $50 if it costs to fill up your gas tank.
Look at you
So
with a
if you're
Bankers
going
Life.
into
Thank
work
you.
every single day,
Promoting
Monday through
Bankers Life.
Friday,
Love it.
and you fill up, it takes about about a full tank of gas to get to and from work 5 days a week, right? So that's about $200 a month.
Perfect.
Then now the parts that's not highlighted, like insurance, childcare, and medical expenses. If you have a job, most likely that's going to be covered out of your check, right? So I didn't highlight that. Personal expenses and entertainment. I say personal expenses like, your haircut, if you get your nails and feet done, just personal expenses, whatever you need to get, sanitary napkins or foil for the house, whatever. Clothing, I did not highlight that because I for sure don't spend $100 a month on clothing. And then unexpected repairs. And so then you have on the back, you have your savings goal, right? So your savings goal this is a personal one. So you have to have a savings goal, okay? So your savings goal, you're going to choose either between having an emergency fund, a vacation fund, and all the ones that's 1 through 5. So what you're supposed to do is you have $3,000 to spend. I said about $3,000. I think since y'all want more money, what do you guys? I had first start off with $5,000. $5,000 is $6,000 is $60,000 a year. Does the average person, let's just say, if this was our community, does the average household in this area make $60,000 a year? Yes or no? Okay, so if we lived over here and if this was our community, I use 3,000. So 3,000 is like probably what we're bringing home. So what's 3,000? What's 3,000 a year? Like $4,500, $45,000. Does the average person make $45,000 a year over here? More or less. So that's about $18.75 an hour. Is that about right or no?
No,
It's too.
No, in this area, you have a lot of lower income, and then let's say the minimum pay at what you would call it,
Minimum wage.
Minimum wage, yes. Let's say at one of these fast food restaurants and so forth, they brought it up. So minimum in Vegas is like $8, $9 and change.
But In-N-Out pays like 15.
Yes.
So that's why I said like $18 an hour. That's too much. How much does Amazon pay?
Amazon pays between 18 and 19.
So that's about
that's about average.
so about average. So most Amazon workers or whatever, Uber workers. So I'm thinking about $3,000 a month. Is that a nice enough amount? And at $1,900 a month for rent or $1,500 a month.
Okay, yeah.
So you guys want to do your own case to case? Fine, do your own case to case. Okay. Okay, because everybody has 3,000. If you need more, if you want to do more, I have larger bills, but each one of these tables has $3,000. But some of you guys have some reserve money, this was the reserve money. Yeah, I think so. Whatever. One of these is the reserve money. It's about $250, and that's going to be not even in your savings. That's like reserve money. It can either be, money for your savings, or you called mom and said, "Mom, can I have $20?" Or you decided to take, to drive for Uber this weekend or DoorDash, whatever. So that's just extra money that's on the side. I want you guys to, so for the personal one, so you have $3,000 as a budget. So you're going to draw your expense cards. Your expense cards is one of these. So you guys are going to pick from your expenses for each table with that $3,000. Okay. And you must record your expense and deduct it from your budget. At the end of the game, then after drawing expenses, you're drawing expenses, you're to choose and allocate funds to go towards one of those savings goals. So you're going to pick in your group your rent, your utilities, all that stuff with the $3,000 that you have, but you must allocate something to that savings goal. You could choose either it could be retirement savings, emergency savings, vacation savings, home renovation, or education. So you must pick one of those savings goals. And then let's see, because these are real life scenarios. The hardest part about starting a business is budgeting your own household, right? And it's hard to start a business if I make $3,000 a month and my rent is $1,500, $2,000 a month. My utilities are $500. Like, this is for real, like what we really go through. Let's just say I work for Amazon and I'm making $3,000 a month. Amazon doesn't care about the fact that I still for real have to pay for real rent. So because I work for Amazon, I don't qualify for governmental services. So therefore I have to pay for real life rent. But I want to open up my own business. Let's just say I want to open up. We have on the table, you have businesses that you can pretend to open up. So I want to open up a flower shop. How in the world, if I make $3,000 a month and my bills is $2,000 a month for my house, or my rent $1,500 to $2,000, and then I have, what's the other expenses? I have groceries of $400, transportation to get to work, and personal expenses or whatever. How in the world? So most likely with that, I probably don't have A+ credit. Most likely, because if I only bring in 3,000, it's very hard for me to keep an 800 FICO score with only making that when the rent and the landlord is $2,000 a month. And let's keep it real. It's really, so therefore I'm at a disadvantage. So it's hard for me to have the 800 FICO score. It's hard for me to have, the 700 FICO score where I can qualify for a business loan. But I do have a dream of being an entrepreneur. And so the only thing I really can do is get grants, right? But honestly, it's hard for me to start a business when I can't even, I can't even take care of my bills. And this is for real. Like, this is for real life situations that all of us have either gone through or in right now. So how are we going to figure it out? Pick out your expenses with the money that you have, but you must save first. So if you don't have the discipline to save, how can you have the discipline to run a company? Let's try to figure that out. Oh, it's 3,000 per table. Yeah, but if you want to do that individually, there is. Yeah, behind. Chance to look at the things going. You might have to. When I went to my sports, I cut off Netflix and everything else. Like, give me 1 second, hold on. So those are the things that you might have to cut off. I'm being for real. Yeah. Yeah. Mine was he said that that's hard. And they're if you give him his that's how it works. Yeah. Just having.
I work like that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's right there. There it is. Oh, you got two shirts there? Yeah. It looks for you.
You know, I don't. I know. I used to tell people like competitions. Either competitions or preachers or teachers. One of the two.
Oh, teaching.
Yeah. Right. With the flag behind it.
I do like it though. I did like it. The video gonna be so nice.
Well, the other one is that.
What I think you're doing on
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
I'll do them to you. I'll do them to you.
Yeah.
Give me like
Is this still alive? Are we still alive?
we are still live.
Can we switch that around this way so they can see?
No. We're gonna just wrap it up.
Huh?
Yeah, let's just wrap it up like everybody's finishing up because it's not 2 hours.
So then you're saying that this can't turn around to face this area?
Yeah, we can. We just need to.
It just,
Huh?
yeah, they haven't done that yet, so they usually stand.
Yeah, but I'm saying the stand can literally just turn around. That's what you're saying. Oh, this is the back part. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay, so I guess use the mic.
Just end
Yeah, it'll be here. Yes. Okay. Yep, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to the Nevada Partners channel. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So she wants to get a picture of her in front of the podium while she's talking. Yes. Okay. Where you can see the WBC.
Emily, speak up because they can't hear
So I
you
was
in the
saying-
back. They can't hear you in the back.
Just like, talk from your diaphragm. Talk from your
Don't be afraid to.
Yeah, speak up.
When you have the mic, you're in full control.
Yep.
Okay. So I tell the camera.
You tell.
You're in full control.
You
when
got
you
it.
have
You got it. She's so cute. I love it.
Guys, sorry, we're just gonna wrap up. So you can continue the activity, but we're just gonna wrap up and end the live. So if you can like and subscribe to Nevada Partners and Women of Global Change on Facebook, Las Vegas. So thank you.
Thank you. Yes.